we didn't know how he'd do this first time. Blake's hoping to get to a wrestling tournament, so we hope that he'll at least submit some quickly so we can reward that much and call it a day. Hey farm friends, how are you? Blake is gonna go work with some horses, but I roped him in to helping me give the puppies some shots real quick. We give our puppies their own shots. We get them from the veterinarian, but we do it ourselves to save a little money.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy, so.
Yeah, it's so simple. Really, a lot of people pay for their dogs to get shots or their puppies if you raise puppies. This is definitely not hard at all. Very simple.
Oh, it's tough. It's just I make it look easy.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. I must do the same thing too then. But we'll show you how it works and then follow along as I go work with some horses later as well.
So for puppy shots, and I don't know all the things in them, the veterinarian knows that, but it's to protect them from parvo and some other diseases. I think it's a 5-way, so it covers 5 different diseases. But you take the liquid out of the one vial or little thing, and then you shoot it into the one that has powder in it. You shake it up and you suck it out. Make sure you get it all out, and then
Show how you kind of like put it out a little bit. Yeah, you flick
and
it
then
like
I kind of go up a little bit until it's right there, so I'm not shooting air into there. But you're not going into a vein, it's just under the skin. So, and then you got to make sure that you don't give the same puppy 2 shots. So if they don't look totally different, then we do one and put it in like the house or something. But these look all,
they're all kind of different. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with the least curly one right here first. So the least curly of the bunch. And is all you got.
I'll hold it. So you'll lift up the skin just like that and stick it in. Don't stick it across the skin.
So after it's got its shot, then we deworm them. Being raised here on the farm, they are likely to have gotten into some parasites and things. The veterinarian said that what is that, 0.8 milliliters or something?
I think it's 8 cc's.
Okay.
I think.
Well, let's see here. It says on here. Yeah, 0.8 cc's. So then Blake will just open up the puppy's mouth and squirt it in there. There you go. So.
And also, we kind of just keep their mouth up like that for a second.
Until they
I honestly don't think they dislike this because our older dogs, I don't even have to hold them when I do it. They just walk up and like try to lick it out of the thing. So I kind of think it probably tastes good to them or something. But it's just wise to keep their head up in case they try to spit it out so that they get it all, for sure.
So now we do all that and then repeat it 9 times because we have 9 puppies in the litter. But Blake's gonna go work with horses today, but thanks for helping me out, bud.
Yep, you bet.
Hey farm friends, excited to take you along today. Blake is actually working with Duke, and Blake's been so busy with basketball and any spare minute he has, he's been messing around with his truck that he got back from the shop. We got a transmission put in it for him for his Christmas present, and so he was so excited that it's drivable. He even took Vicky for a ride this morning.
All right, well, before I head out and work for horses, I am going to take my mom for a ride. I got the seat put in last night. You can see it in there. And it actually looks rideable. Well, Mom, are you ready for our ride?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Excited.
I put a step stool because it is kind of a high step. So
Thank
we'll
you.
be able to fit. Let's do this.
Let's do it. I like this. You're gonna have to do this
I know,
for your
it's
dates
kinda-
too.
It's kind of a high step.
It is. It's a high step.
Throw this in the back. That might be convenient. With all my other parts that I have.
I heard Roxanne fire up. That's what he's calling her, is Roxanne. And come out and he's taking Mom for a drive. I don't know what I think about you driving around with a young, good-looking teenager.
In a truck named Roxanne.
Have fun.
Roxanne. That's why I decided to name her.
I
I don't know
like
if
it.
you guys have heard the song Roxanne, but it's like Roxanne, Roxanne, all she want to do is party all night.
Whoa! Oh my God! Cool.
So you just geared. You're gonna fill up.
No, it's smooth. Hit it! Woohoo! This is awesome, bud. Thanks for the ride.
Yep. You bet.
Isn't that fun? He's having a blast. He even named his truck Roxanne, which I thought was kind of funny. But anyway, every spare minute that he's not doing school or basketball, he's been messing with his truck. He said he would work with Duke a little bit in the round pen today, and we'll just watch him for a little bit. And then he wants to go watch some of his friends in a wrestling tournament. And then he has a date with a friend tonight, so he likes to go on lots of fun dates. All right, Blake, we're excited to watch you work with Duke today.
I'm excited to work with him.
All right. All right, so we used our little chute just to put a halter on him real quick. We honestly have not messed with him besides the day he was castrated and the day that we trimmed his feet. So that's all we've had time to do with him. So this will be the first time to work him in the round pen, and we'll see what Blake has time to do and what happens today.
Oh, she's gassy from breakfast.
He's limping a little bit on that foot still.
Yeah.
Forgot to.
What do you mean? Still, when did he?
Well, when Cordell cleaned his hooves out and trimmed them up, there was kind of a split in one of the hoofs, and we've got to put some copper tocks on it.
He's doing good right now.
Which reminds me, when I mentioned copper tocks, some of you have said that we should come up with an Amazon wish list because you'd like to help with some of these rescues and stuff like that, which is very kind of you. We don't want anyone to feel like you need to or put any pressure on you at all, but we've had enough. He is limping on that, so we've got to go get that copper tocks. But anyway,
Dang, first try.
yeah, he did good. we'll explain that here in a minute. Just keep, he is limping. We're gonna put some copper tux on. He's got some thrush that's caused a crack between the outer wall and the pad of his hoof. And anyway, we've got to try to get that to heal up. This isn't gonna hurt him any more than moving around in the arena, but it's just something we've got to work on before we start riding him. Those of you that mentioned you'd like to help, we've had a lot of people express interest in wanting to help us with rescues, and whether that's with supplies we need or supplements or whatever. We didn't even know how to do an Amazon wish list, but we've been working on that, and we'll put a link in the description of this video if anyone truly wants to support the cause of helping these horses get to better homes, and then you could check out that wish list. But please, no pressure at all. So that's what Blake's doing here, is he's putting some pressure on Duke. That's what we named him. One of you named him, actually. Now see, Blake took the pressure off hoping that the horse would turn towards him, and he didn't. He put his butt towards Blake. That's kind of defiant behavior. That's aggressive behavior. That's not submitting to the master here. So Blake's gonna put a little pressure, because this horse needs to realize that the only place, or the best place, is in the middle with Blake. Because if he'll come to Blake, if he'll submit, if he'll put his head towards Blake, then that's showing submission, and then Blake can take off the pressure. But right now he's just getting him to move forward, and on occasion he takes a little pressure off like he just did. So Blake took a little pressure off, but see, the horse is still looking. Blake, or this horse definitely is not focused on Blake. His attention, now he did start licking his lips there a little bit, which is a sign of maybe submitting, but he's actually, it's crazy, Blake, he's looking at the outside of the, he's not looking at Blake at all. His head is cocked to the right side, so he's just checking out the outside of the round pen the whole time. He needs to start realizing that Blake is who he needs to pay attention to. So Blake took some pressure off to see, but nope, see how he was going to turn his butt towards Blake, not his head towards Blake. So this can be a long process. It takes a lot of patience. We didn't know how he'd do this first time. Blake's hoping to get to a wrestling tournament, so we hope that he'll at least submit some quickly, so we can reward that much and call it a day. But anyway, I'll shut up for a little bit and let's just kind of watch the process. Nope, he turned his butt, so Blake has to go after him. And Blake's not hurting him, he's not even touching him, he's just putting pressure. When he releases the pressure, he can see if the horse is willing to submit and turn towards him, or if he's gonna, every time he comes by me, he throws his head. This is a really neat horse, and once you catch him, he seems pretty gentle, but he is a little defiant. He's not real submissive. He was a stallion until just about a month ago, And sometimes these stallions, especially if they've been running loose on the reservation and trying to gain a herd of their own, they really do know how to be dominant, and so it's going to take him realizing that, wait, okay, Blake's the one that's going to offer me relief and that I need to submit to. Blake's got to become the dominant one in this equation. Dominant, but with love. So but horses naturally don't like to keep moving. I mean, just like people, they're naturally lazy. So he wants to stop. See, Blake took the pressure off of him there, but he turned his butt towards him. So Blake's like, okay, keep moving. You're gonna have to do it Blake's way, or else it's gonna be kind of miserable. See, Blake's not putting a lot of pressure. If he's moving without Blake putting pressure, Blake doesn't even have to put pressure. But if he slows down to a pace that Blake's not happy with, then Blake just puts a little more pressure. And Blake's body, what do you call that?
Body language.
Oh yeah, Blake's body language tells the horse a lot. Because all Blake has to do is maybe lean towards him, or he can swing the rope, whatever he needs to do. You may notice that with his left hand he's actually pointing. He's pointing the direction. He's offering direction to the horse. Like I say, this could take a long time for a horse that's not submissive. It takes a lot of patience and time. Okay, Blake took the pressure off, but he turned his butt towards Blake. And again, that's not acceptable. Blake can't let him get away with that. Blake's been going for maybe 10 minutes, and Duke still hasn't submitted a lot. I missed a time or two videoing that he did turn inward instead of outward. He's still limping a little bit, but he's actually loosening up. Blake said, kind of like me at basketball practice. Blake shows up maybe stiff and sore from the day before, but by the time he works it out, he feels better. But we will be doctoring those hooves just so that he feels better. So Blake took some pressure off. There we go. Cool. So see how he turned towards Blake instead of towards the fence. That's huge. And Blake, since you're wanting to go here in a little bit, let's just get him going one more time, and if he turns inward, release the pressure and see if you can actually walk up to him and just pet him, and we'll call it a day. See how he at least looked at Blake. That's better than it was. Now Blake's gonna put a little pressure, and the horse has two choices. See, Blake could tell which choice he was gonna make. The horse can turn into Blake, or he can turn away from Blake. It's kind of like us with God.
That's how he's starting to turn his head in. Like, he'll look out at you, but now his head's right here.
Yeah, he's starting to look at you, isn't he? There's so many analogies between this and submitting our will to God. You know, do we have an eye single to his glory? Look at that horse. He's starting to look at Blake. And look, there he goes. He turned towards Blake, not away from Blake. There you go, Blake. That was awesome. Seriously, I know you want to go. Let's do it. Okay, Blake's so good. He's like, one more. I want to end on a really good one. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed learning this. We've got to get his foot doctored up so he can start healing. Oh, that was awesome. I see Blake's, yeah, he is licking his lips. Let's go. Blake's going real slow. If you can just let him know that, hey, you don't turn your butt towards me. I'll pet on you. I'll thank you for submitting. I'll love on you a little bit and we'll call it a good day. That was awesome, Blake. He didn't submit too quickly, but he made some.
Figured it out quick.
He did figure it out, didn't
he? He figured it out suddenly, but not like super quick.
Yeah, that's an interesting way of putting it. Suddenly, but not quickly.
It clicked.
Yeah, it clicked. Yeah.
Like, heck, I can compare this to my math class now. Doesn't make sense for forever. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, 1 + 2 = 3. What the heck? Just learned that last week.
Hey, I'm impressed you likened it to math class. It never did click for me. Well, that's awesome. Let's just go tie him up and we'll doctor him up. I'll doctor him up after you leave. Thank you for your efforts. And have fun at the resting.
I will.
So Blake will tie him up. And I'm gonna get some copper tox, clean out his front feet. That's where he had the problem. And we'll doctor him up and call it a day with Duke. But he did good.
Yeah, he did really good.
He's a cool looking horse. I'm interested
It
what
almost looks like a gray.
Yeah.
And then a buckskin.
Or a dun. Some people said, yeah, with the line down his back, he's a dun. He's kind of a gruya color, but he's a gray on the face. He is very unique. But anyway, he'll be a fun project. We'll get him started and then let him go to a new home. All right, give it a shot on your way up to the house. It's one of our little roping dummies Blake and I welded up. Oh, I get one shot now. Wait, my turn.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You get a reshot, you said. I'll only need one shot, but whatever.
This is not moving forward. Just kidding. All right, Dad, your turn.
You want your old man to show you how to do it?
Yeah, somebody's got to teach me. That looked good.
I've been catching every time.
And then we start the
while
camera.
You're on the phone.
Hey, that was happening to me too. And then you started the camera.
Oh! Whoa! Pantyhosed him.
Pantyhosed him? I've never heard that term.
Right over there. Look at that. Right over. I got it.
Good job, Dad.
Yeah. I may be old and slow, but I can still rope. Well, this is Mackenzie, and she has come with her dad John to get one of the puppies, and I found out she loves horses, so we're letting her go for a ride on Chipper. So kind of fun. And she wants to take this little girl home. Let me turn it around. She's wanting to take this little girl home. Dad's kind of leaning towards another one, so I've said take them both home.
How you doing?
Maybe we should.